What's going on, football fans? Long time no see. This is me, your boy Larry B, bringing it to you here live on a beautiful Thursday evening. It's Thursday evening. It's September, so you can only know what that means. It can only mean one thing, and that is, of course, it's about that time for not just any primetime face-off, but our very first primetime face-off of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a battle, and this bout is scheduled for 3 rounds. Four almost popped up, but 3 rounds, of course. We have our two combatants here ready to rock and roll. And I hope they're as excited as I am and excited as all of you are out there. Well, of course they are, because it's football season and their two teams are going head to head tonight. As, of course, those Buffalo Bills are ready and set to take on those championship Los Angeles Rams on Thursday Night Football Kickoff 2022. Once again, I hope you're all ready because it's going to be a battle. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the away team. Representing the away team, she, of course, is diehard Bills fan all the way from Buffalo, New York. She has, oh my goodness, she's so ready to go. She's got banners. She's got the hat. Ladies and gentlemen, she, of course, is diehard Bills fan all the way from Buffalo, New York. She, of course, is the host of the Buffalo Huddle here on IE Sports Radio, a show that is thriving by the week. She has tons of fans from all over that great state of New York. And, of course, she is IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer. She is just an all-around great person. Ladies and gentlemen, she's here to help us kick off this 2022-2023 NFL season. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, diehard Bills fan herself. My introduction can never do her justice because she's at every single Bills game. She's there. She's shaking the stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Patty Bax. What's going on, Patty? How you doing today?
Great. I'm ready for some fun, ready for some victory, and ready for the Bills Mafia takeover.
I love it. She already took over the tweets, guys. She exploded the tweets. I'm loving it, by the way. So great stuff today. And her combatant. He is, of course, native of Southern California, much like myself, and die hard. I love this because the guy's show represents the entire area of Southern California. Therefore, he is more than qualified, with his brother being a diehard Rams fan. He covers the Rams every week as well as the Chargers, his team. And, well, couldn't think of a better guy to have on here tonight. Glad to have him here. And, well, why not just have a host versus host battle? He, of course, is diehard Chargers and Rams fan. He, of course, is the host of the SoCal Scream Sports Show here on IE Sports Radio. You're directly for all that is sports. He, of course, is the host of Set Point, probably the world's greatest volleyball show. The guy has so many awesome interviews every week. I mean, seriously, if you want to know about volleyball, this guy is pretty much your guide, trust me. He, of course, is IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer, same class as Patty. And, of course, he is overall just great dude. Wait, are you the same class as Patty, Taryn? Were you the same class as Patty?
No, I wasn't.
No, you were the year before. Right. My bad. I gotta keep an eye on those things. But, of course, ladies and gentlemen, he, of course, is my co-host on 3 and Out, College Edition, and all-around great dude. He has so many titles here at IE Sports Radio. I can't remember them all, but I do know one thing. We got to get rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Taryn Rodriguez. How's it going, buddy?
Yo-ho, Larry B. Great to be back here. Hope everyone can hear me well. I'm doing this on my phone for the first time, and I'm excited for this.
Well, it works out well, and it sounds good. Thank you to everybody. Big ups, man. Mr. Jas in the chat room here. Going to be another great season it is. Gridiron, our boy Yukio, all the way from Japan. We get love all the way from Japan, our #1 fan out there. Good evening to everyone. It's great for me that I can say I'm at every Thursday Night Football. A good guy. That's a great thing. And I'm in the same class as Patty. That's right. Jas is the same class as Patty. By the way, our two judges here tonight, of course, Jas, Chirpin Patriots fan, and Let's Whine About Sports, of course, Mr. Mike Pat himself. Probably enjoying a glass of wine. Drink responsibly, everybody out there. Because as he says, an Uber is much more affordable than a DUI. So I love it. Great stuff as always, covering all DMV sports here at IA Sports Radio. Make sure to give us some love, y'all. Give us a follow at 3 and Out IA Sports Radio. Also, make your way over there right now and get your vote in for who you think is going to win tonight. Show us some love at iasportsradio.com. If you like the shirts, you can go grab one at iasportsradio.com. It's been a long summer. We got some more. Finally, all that flood is over with, and well, we can start sending these things out regularly now. Finally. So with that said, you guys, we are ready to rock and roll, and well, here we go. So starting things off, of course, well, actually, here is our primetime face-off here tonight. Scheduled for 3 bouts. We have X Factors, the fire round, where they talk about the weaknesses on each other's teams, and finally, the lightning round, where they go back and forth on their game plan for the night. There we go. Introduction is in the books. It's about that time. Our 2 judges will send me their score round by round. We'll put it together at the end, and, well, we're going to have our first victory of the season here tonight, much like Thursday Night Football. With that said, let's jump on into the X Factors. All right, Patty Backs, you are the away team, so you are starting us off here tonight. Your Bills are all the way from the East Coast in town here in LA. Well, I'm in the greater LA area, but not too far from me, right here in LA tonight. They're about to get down. Patty Backs, take it away. Who are your X Factors for tonight and why?
Hey, I'm going to be fast because I want to make sure that I've got a nice surprise at the end. I want to make sure we get to. So, Taryn and Larry, do you remember your science class? Remember amoebas? Studying amoebas. Amoebas reproduce by binary fission. And Bill's Mafia, our fans, are just like amoebas, and they just keep multiplying. They will make their presence known, and they will be the 12th man and woman for the Bills players. The security guard already said to the one outside, to the inside security guard, wow, there's a lot of effing Bills fans here. So look out, be prepared. Just telling you, the Von Miller effect. That's another effect in X Factor. Wearing the Hall of Famer defensive end Bruce Smith's shirt as he warmed up, he recorded a video, Burn It All. It was a Dear Buffalo letter talking about how much he loves Buffalo. And he can provide some insights into how the Bills offense can handle the Rams defense. And he can certainly give some of Aaron Donald's nuances. Leadership, he's a teacher, role model. He obviously knows how to win. And he's going to bring an element of surprise. How are the Bills going to use Von? The last thing for the Josh Allen effect. He's playing in California, his hometown, his home state. He's in front of not only Bill's Mafia, but hundreds of family and friends. And something clearly happened to Josh last year. Call it maturation, drive, whatever. He's on the Josh Allen revenge tour, and it starts tonight. He'll bring the team, he'll will them to victory. He's got charisma, athleticism, and magic. And let's not forget what he did last year in the playoff games. Josh Allen's the only quarterback in NFL history with 100 plus passing touchdowns and 20 rushing touchdowns in the first 4 seasons. And he beat the Rams the last time they played. Plus, he wants to win for his buddy Matt Barkley because today's his birthday.
My goodness, Patty, you brought facts, you brought all kinds of crap, and then apparently there's a lot of effing Bills fans tonight in LA. So, oh my goodness. Taryn, how you gonna max up with that, brother? Who are your X Factors for tonight's game and why? Okay, Taryn, can you hear us? Uh-oh, looks like we lost Taryn a little bit. Darn it, these things do happen, unfortunately. So coming out of the gates with some fumbles. But let's see here. What do we got? Taryn, we got you?
Well, let me just tell you, and I didn't really catch all of it because I guess the network here is spotty, but yeah. Can you?
You got me, Taryn? You got me, Taryn?
I took off my headset, so is that any better?
All right, X Factor.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Okay, well, this might end up as a disastrous end, right? But Taryn, one more time, you got us?
Larry, I could go right into. Oh,
I
yep,
could
we got.
hear you.
Yep.
Okay. So one more time, Taryn. X factors and why?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. So my X factors. Well, for starters, well, you remember the NFC Championship game, right? Well, I'll just say this. The crowd doesn't matter. All that matters is what's on the field. On the field is what matters, and we don't care if there are Bills Mafia, 3-6 Mafia, Junior Mafia. I do not care what Mafia is here. All that matters is the 11 players on the field from each team. So let me just tell you what the X factors are going to be are the players on the field. Starting with the offensive line. Yes, the offensive line has not been great as the Rams have kind of lost a couple of players to injuries, but that is all right. Matt Stafford definitely likes to work under pressure. He did have a little elbow surgery, but he is totally fine. And I think Matt Stafford is the big X factor because everyone doubted him. Everyone was like, oh, this whole thing isn't going to work. Nope. Matt Stafford proved everyone wrong, and he was able to win the big championship for the Rams. And then the defense is going to have to swarm. I really think defense wins championships. Offense brings people to the seats. Defense is what wins banners. Aaron Donald is out for revenge. Not revenge, but he's out to feast all over the Bills offense. Have them some buffalo wings with some ranch dressing. Also, Jalen Ramsey, Leonard Floyd,
When it's
Bobby
blue
Wagner. Nah, ranch dressing. We do ranch dressing around here. But Leonard Floyd, Jalen Ramsey, Troy Reader, and Bobby Wagner, they're also going to be feasting as well defensively. And also get Cooper Kupp involved early on. Like you get him involved, you see where that takes you, and maybe get the run game going. The run game is also going to be huge. The Rams don't have the best run game with Cam Akers, but now that he's pretty much fully healed from his Achilles injury from last season, I think he's going to be going great guns.
Awesome, Taryn. Well, good stuff there, y'all. So let's move this thing right along into the fire round. Patty was ready to rock and roll, but I'm glad we regained connection with you there, Taryn. So, Patty, what are the weaknesses on the Rams that you feel your Bills can expose to this thing tonight? What do you got?
Okay, Taryn mentioned Aaron Donald. Well, isn't it interesting that word came out today that he was ready to retire in May? He sent his letter to the Rams. They talked him out of it. So, are the Rams as hungry to win this year as they were last year? That's been a question that won't be answered tonight because no, they're not as hungry. Matt Stafford's elbow, how is it miraculously possible that he's all healed magically? What happens when the first time he gets hit? Will he be hesitant to take many chances? You know, he may be healed physically, but psychologically, it's in the back of his mind. Matt Stafford has never beat the Bills. No Von Miller. So that's a big weakness. How is Von Miller's absence going to play into this? The Rams offensive line, you mentioned it. On the left side, Andrew Whitworth retired after winning the Super Bowl. Austin Corbett left in free agency after playing a key role in the offensive turnaround. The Rams didn't really fill any gaps. Logan Bruce was drafted in the third round and he suffered an ACL in the preseason. And guess who used to coach the Rams offensive line? Aaron Kromer. And guess who coaches our offensive line this year? Aaron Kromer. So there we go.
Patty, wow. Okay. Taryn, you gotta respond to that one, brother. What you got, man? What are the weaknesses on the Bills that you feel your Rams can expose to win tonight? And of course, rebuttal if you'd like to. That was wow.
Okay, well, Matt Stafford has been playing injured throughout his whole entire career. He was even in Detroit. Like, look at what he had to go through with them. And now he's in Los Angeles, and you saw what happened. Of course they're all still hungry. Like, they're paid professionals. Of course they're hungrier than ever. Like, you don't just say, oh, we won a championship. Let's just not show up anymore. No, of course these paid professionals, every team has one goal, and that's to freaking win the big one. And Matt Stafford is one tough cookie. You saw what he did back in Detroit, even with all the torment and torture with the Matt Patricias and the Aaron Rodgerses and all that sort of thing. This dude was able to survive playing in Detroit. And Aaron Donald, who cares if he was going to retire or not? He's here now. Like, put the past in the past, move on, move forward. Aaron Donald is here. I don't care. And one weakness I think the Bills have is maybe the run game. The run game isn't as strong as their receiver core. I think Isaiah McKenzie is a great running back, and James Cook is a decent running back coming out of Florida State, younger brother of Dalvin. But I think the Rams can get to Josh Allen. And one thing I think the Rams need to do is they have to put pressure on Josh Allen starting off. I really think that if they have Josh Allen scrambling, he'll probably get flustered, and eventually it's not going to work out for him. And who cares if the Rams' O-line is banged up? Next man up, next man going to be helping out Matt Stafford, helping the run game get going. And honestly, we've waited a long time for the Rams have waited a long time for more football to come back. And now they're going to be in a nice little new season. Both teams are going to be filling each other out. I don't think it's going to be as explosive, but honestly, it's not going to. Both teams are basically going to be like a cheetah versus a jaguar. Both teams are going to be watching each other's movements, and then when the right time comes, that's when the opposing team is going to pounce. And that opposing team is going to be the Rams. And they know they have to strike early and often because this is possibly a Super Bowl preview.
It is a cheetah.
And whose house? Rams' house, baby.
Oh, my goodness. Whose house? Rams' house.
Well, I thought you said it doesn't matter who's in the crowd, Taryn. It will.
But it's the Rams' house. Rams' house. They own SoFi. Chargers who?
Tonight, it's the Mafia house. Just
loving it. Well, let's get on into this lightning round and have some fun here tonight. Patty,
Rams
you
own
already
SoFi.
know what time it is. This has been a good one. Our judges, oh my gosh, I can't wait till you guys see these scorecards. Patty, you know what time it is. Final round, one more time to get out and let these judges know, hey, this is who's winning tonight's game. Tell us more about it. Patty, what is your game plan for those Bills to beat the Rams tonight?
My game plan is simple. Offense, we need to control the line of scrimmage. We can't be afraid to adjust and be aggressive. We can't have mistakes. We have to spread out the formations. We have to be consistent with long drives. James Cook, we're going to find very creative ways to use him. And Isaiah McKenzie in the slot, look out. Our defense, we're going to rely on our really athletic, huge front four. We're going to use them to keep their offense off the field. And we have to test the Rams' offensive line with our athletic defense. And you said banged up. Yep, that's what's going to happen to Matt Stafford. He'll be banged up, that's for sure. We got the best safety tandem in the league with Poyer and Micah Hyde. And they're going to be on the top of their game to help out our young corners. Retired Buffalo Bill and analyst Ross Tucker said, tonight's game is the first opener in which the defending Super Bowl champs are hosting the upcoming Super Bowl champs. And like I said, Von Miller did a video and he said, burn it all, burn the past. So I wrote a poem that says pain doesn't have to flow through our veins from losses in the past. The adversity, the hurt, the pain, the tears, the remorse, they don't have to last. Von Miller has spoken, and he told us what we need to do. Burn it all, he said, for the rise from the ashes of the red, white, and blue. Ashes will smolder from burnt memories of years gone by. We will no longer need to look back at what could have and should have been and cry. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Josh Allen will valiantly lead the way. He'll silence the naysayers like you, Taryn, and ignore what negative remarks they might say. The torch is now lit for the journey to start and take us to what we know is ours to win. Tonight is the culmination of love, true grit, heart, and the championship caliber. So let this game tonight begin. Go Bills.
Patty back. Darren, come on, brother. You're against the ropes, man. You got to fight here. This has got to be it. Patty, way to end this thing off. Taryn, rebound, brother. What is your game plan for the Rams to beat the Bills tonight? You got to make it good, brother. What you got?
Your poems do not scare me. First of all, the Rams need to control time of possession. If they dominate that, they are in good shape. And then defensively, they just have to put pressure on Josh Allen and make sure that they limit Stephon Diggs. Just because Stephon Diggs is going to get his, Gabe Davis is going to get his, Dawson Knox is going to get his, everyone on that offensive front is going to get theirs. However, it's all about limiting them. The Rams are going to make sure the Bills do not get their cake. And honestly, I really think the Rams, they don't have much to worry about, but they can't take Josh Allen lightly. I admit, I like Josh Allen, and I never doubted them. I think they're a good Super Bowl contender. Like I said, I loved me some Josh Allen, one of the more greater stories in the NFL. But unfortunately, he's going to have to take one on the chin. But it's all good, though. It's all good and fun. And let me just tell you, I countered your little poem with an acronym for the Rams. Rams, ready? A, that's R. A, oh, awesome sauce. M, muscling their way through victory. And S, stomping out any negativity and doubters that come in their way. Let's do this, Rams. We're not afraid of anything, and let's go.
Terry Rodriguez. That was the first time somebody actually fought back one of Patty's poems with something original of their own. That was pretty cool. Even Patty Bax has got to say, you know what? That was actually probably not right now. She's in war mode. But I'll tell you right now, that was pretty good. You got some people in here. Good finish. Arthur, man. Arthur, Patty's going hard. Taryn doesn't seem confident. Sounded a little scared. Now good finish. Oh, my God.
Man, Arthur, let me just tell you, you try being in a spotty connection.
Well,
put you on the spot, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, while our judges are tallying up that final, oh my goodness, what a way to, I hope the game is as good as this debate, you guys. I really do, because this was a show. And for all those who tuned in, we thank you. It has been great. Judges, get those final scores in as soon as you can. And last but not least, well, let's go ahead and get our voting poll results in. But before we do that, final words, Patty, any final words in a tic-tac size? What you got?
I just got to say, Taryn, you know, I love you, man. You're always on my show, my podcast. You're always listening. So this was a little hard when I knew I was going up against you, but you brought out the best in me, and I had to just give it my all, and that's what I did. I hopefully gave it my all, just like my beloved Buffalo Bills are going to do everything they can to show the nation, show everybody that we're going to the Super Bowl here, and it starts tonight. 42-28.
42-28. Taryn, what you got?
Well, Patty, I just want to say it's an honor doing battle with you. I wish I could have done battle with you when it came to my Chargers, but it's all good. 28-24 Rams. Obviously, I have to pick my own team. Well, obviously, I don't have to, but for the purposes of this face-off, I think everyone would like that. But I think, once again, it's not gonna be too high scoring. Both these teams have great defenses. Both these teams have good offenses as well. And honestly, I think that it's going to be a little battle, and it could come down to the final quarter. It's going to be two teams filling each other out, and then when it comes down to that final quarter, it's basically going to come down to basically whoever has the ball last.
I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a battle, and I'll tell you right now, we're going to need a drum roll because the final results are in. But real fast, we're going to get those final voting polls. Thank you to everybody who voted, of course, on 3 and Out on Twitter. We appreciate you. Final voting poll. Just 1 second. All righty, you guys. We are now in it. And here we are.
Oh, no.
All right, you guys. The final voting poll is in. And here we go. Looks like we have ourselves a 50-50 tie for the voting poll tonight. This is how close this game is going to be. And I am so damn excited because that is exactly what I was thinking. My goodness, what a game. What a game, you guys. I'm serious. What a game this is going to be. And we can't, I mean, seriously, y'all, we can't have it any better. So, final tally here tonight. So the final votes are in, and I'll tell you, this was a close one. Adding them up as we speak, and my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, it came down. Well, it didn't really come down to the wire, but it kind of came down to the wire, but it did, but it didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, someone went 1-0 here tonight, and that person is, of course, Turban Sane. Round 1 to Patty, 10-9. Round 2 to Patty, 9-8. His final round. What do you call it? Final round here. Putting it all together, 29-27. Mike Pat scores this bout. 9-8 Patty, round 1. 9-7 Patty, round 2. 10-10 a tie. Ladies and gentlemen, all in favor by unanimous decision, and the first victor of the season, 57-52, Patty Bax. What a game. Oh my gosh, what a debate.
It's rigged, I tell you. It's rigged.
What a debate. I know Tara's not very happy. What? Those are the
My first loss as a Ram. Thanks, Mike. and Jas.
What?
I'll remember this. I never forget, like Pepperidge Farm.
Tara's not very happy, but I know somebody who is happy. Ladies and gentlemen, Patty Bax, how about that debate, and what do you think about the judges' scores?
I'm so humbled and honored. I'm still undefeated from last year going into this year. I'm showing the Bills how to do it. And I gave all my heart, all my soul, just like my team's going to do. So thank you all for whoever voted. I really appreciate it from the top and bottom of my heart. And it was an honor to go up against you, Taryn. And I hope this is the last time, because that was tough.
That was a fun one. Taryn, any final thoughts?
Yeah, good game, Patty. Unfortunately, it is my first loss as a Rams fan. And thank you, Marcus, for what he said. He says, Taryn Rodriguez is the hardest working man at IE Sports Radio.
Hey.
You're making me blush, Marcus. But anyway, great battle, Patty. And yeah, I hope I don't have to face you off again. And hopefully I won't have to be using my phone. And hopefully I'll be able to use my laptop.
My bad, you guys. Today I was at work, so I just had to send the links to your guys' laptops. To your phones. My apologies, but yeah, we'll get a little more coming up. But ladies and gentlemen, that was an amazing one right here, Patty. Where can they find you?
Okay, they can find me at Huddles 1025-1 and also at Buffalo Huddle, HUDL_IE. And every Tuesday night, the Buffalo Huddle with Patty Bax on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports, 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific time. We talk Buffalo sports with a twist. I always try to inspire and challenge all my listeners.
Loving it. And great stuff as always, Patty. Taryn, where can they find you, brother?
You can find me on Twitter down below at Taryn Rodriguez1. My show Set Point goes on every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern, unless I have to move it. And then the SoCal Supreme Sports Show goes on every Friday at noon Pacific time, unless I have to move it. But either way, that's basically where you could find me on Twitter. And I mainly do all my stuff on Twitter, so I'm glad we were able to get this done before 5:30.
Yeah, me too, guys. My apologies. We got a little internet weirdness. We got some things going on, but where can't you find Taryn? That's right there, man. The hardest working man at IE Sports Radio. Completely agree with that. Ladies and gentlemen, these two right here are two people that I'm glad that are a part of this team right here, IE Sports Radio, because, hey, we wear our different colors. I wear my Raider colors and hope to get lost. But, I do that. Patty wears her red, white, and blue proud. Taryn wears his colors very proud for his two teams, the Rams and Chargers. But one thing is in common. We all wear this logo because we are part of this team and we're proud of it. So with that said, Patty, Taryn, we couldn't thank you enough. We appreciate you so very much for being in here today. Take care. God bless you both. Enjoy the game tonight, and we'll talk very soon.
Go Bills!
All right. Thanks, Larry. I will be back.
Take
Actually,
care.
quite shortly because next week the Chargers play. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have some fun with that one. Take care, you guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes. All right. See-
All right, you guys. Well, that's going to do it. My final weigh-in, 1 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not that hard to say how impressive that was. 2 diehard fans, and man, that was great. But of course, there can only be one champ like there was today in the face-off and one winner on today's field. And well, as much as I think this game is going to be an absolute battle, I've got to go. It's a toughie. It's a toughie. But I got to go with the Los Angeles Rams, you guys. They're just too good. The defense is too good. Tonight, the Bills will prove it. If they win this tonight, the Bills will prove they have exactly what it takes. They can take that all season long. We're going to find out. My final score, you guys, I'm going 31-21. The Rams, actually, no, 31-24 because it's going to be a close one. And I think it's going to be a solid touchdown game. I'm going Rams this one, but all hats off to the Bills. Let's see what they can do. With that said, y'all, it's me, your boy Larry B. Y'all make sure to show us some love. Once again, at 3 and Out at IASR. All right, here, 3 and Out IASR. Give us a follow. You can follow me, your boy Larry B. at the THE_LB53. Once again, that is at the THEE_LB53. Follow us here once again here. Check out Taryn and I on 3 and Out Calls Edition to Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, 10 p.m. Eastern. And show us some love at iSportsRadio.com. Head on over to the shop. As Marcus always says, pick up a minimum of 30 shirts. I don't know if we have that many in stock right now, but we can do our best. With that said, you guys, big ups to all of our combatants here today, both of them, of course, Ms. Patty and Mr. Taryn Rodriguez, and of course to our judges. They've been awesome, Mr. Turbaned Pats fan Jas and Let's Wine _IESR Mike Pat. We appreciate you all. We look forward to many more great face-offs. Next ones are coming up on Saturday morning. Let's have some fun, y'all. With that said, for me, your boy Larry B, and all of the great people here today, all of our listeners and everyone in the chat room. I even saw Beantown Brandon in there, Mr. Marcus Los Great, Arthur Parsons. Thank you to everybody who tuned in today. You guys were awesome. Jas and Mike and everybody. And well, for me, your boy Larry B, and for all of us here at iSports Radio, enjoy the game tonight. I'm signing off to enjoy this thing. Enjoy it. Drink responsibly. Have a great night. Be safe. Make smart decisions. And God bless you all. See you next week. Take care. And as always, God bless.